Hi there, my name is Joel Nellis and I'm a physical education teacher at a high school in the Milwaukee area.
What made you seek out safe international training for your students?
I had noticed a big trend in sexual violence and things like that on college campuses, and I think part of our school mission is to help kids be college and career ready. So I kind of looked at this as a natural choice of how I might be able to use the physical education setting with self-defense. I teach a predominantly female-based class in different fitness areas, and I was a little bit concerned potentially about maybe my administration not understanding the message, but after I talked to my principal about what the course offered and how I was going to work with the students, he was more than willing to be on board with it.
As you watched the instructors, what stood out to you about the curriculum?
I really like the fact that it was sequential. Everything had a logical progression from one step to the other. It started off very simple and then escalated till the very end when you're doing much more complex skills. I also like that there was a cognitive side and a physical side. So you're learning about the how-tos to start and awareness, and then you would transition to the physical skills. I also found that after kind of looking at it a little bit more, it really fit in well with both the K-12 physical education, or the 9 through 12 and middle school physical education standards, as well as tied into some of the health standards that we have for our schools.
What were some key takeaways students will learn?
I really found that students took away right away how to be more alert. I thought the instructors did a good job of pointing out just how many distractions someone could use against you, whether it's looking at your watch or looking at your phone. I also felt that they did a nice job of working to avoid conflict first. Skills that they needed to de-escalate a situation, which really could be used whether there's combat or not. It's very applicable for the hallways or classrooms and things like that. And then finally, I feel like the instructor did a nice job giving the students what they needed to deliver an effective strike if they were ever in that situation.
What are some things Safe International did to make it a teacher-friendly program?
The first thing that stood out was just that they provided all the equipment and the trainers. They were the ones that were leading and guiding the whole thing, so it made it very easy for me to just sit back and watch the show. I could really tell they were very enthusiastic about the curriculum, which makes it easy for the students then to have a little bit more energy about. I also thought they did a nice job of giving great feedback to the students. It was not just a glance over and watch them, struggle. They would very much be hands-on and right there and talking them through all the different combinations and scenarios. And I think that was really valuable for the kids. And then finally, whenever I had concerns or issues or questions, I could go talk directly to them, and they were willing to take feedback from me and then apply it to the lessons. And that made it very easy for them and I, in the class, to have success.
Why do you continue the Safe International program year over year?
One main reason was I think after my first year I happened to read an article that dealt with student safety on campuses, and it talked about reduction of instances where females were sexually assaulted. While it's sort of unfortunate, the number one reason that it was reduced was because females had training in how to protect themselves and be aware of certain situations. The next thing was I got great feedback from my students about the instructors in the curriculum. They found it really valuable and rewarding when they completed the class. And then finally, the Safe International trainers have always done a great job with our kids, and I've gotten along really well with them, and I've seen no need to stop. In fact, I've even had students from other classes whose parents have found out about the program ask if they could join my class for just that portion of the class. I think for all physical educators, it'd be really valuable at the middle school and high school level to apply this training. I think there are certain things that it's not just male and female specific, but could be used for a lot of de-escalation strategies. There's also a number of students, I think, in those broad age ranges that could be bullied for a variety of different reasons, and giving them the tools to defend themselves I think would be very valuable. The trainers do a phenomenal job of coming in and really outlaying the whole program, and they want to be very inclusive for everyone in the class. It's also just sort of a different experience in a physical education class, and if you look deeply at the standards, all the different skills that we would teach, whether it's a ball sport or maybe a bigger game, they can break those certain skills down with the strikes and different combatives that they use. So I think it's really valuable and really applies to all the state standards that we're trying to hit.